Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race UK vs. the World, episode 5. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button. Come join the Signature Hour community. And without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, so for today's video we are going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race UK vs. the World episode 5. This week the queens had to write lyrics and perform their own verses in the song Living My Life in London. It is the semi-final, so we are getting very close to the end of the season and we are at a top 5. So let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, the episode started out with the queens walking back into the workroom after the elimination of Pangina Heels. This is still probably one of the most shocking eliminations in Drag Race history since, I would say Manila or Shangela. Honestly, it was a big moment, and I am still in shock about it, if I'm being real here. So they're all coming back into the workroom, kind of shocked, kind of... It was a big emotional day, obviously. And they're asking Blue, why did you eliminate Pangina? And obviously Blue owns up to it and says ultimately Pangina was big competition. And if she believes if she let Pangina continue the next week, if she were in the top, she might have eliminated Blue. Because Blue now has a badge. So it's an interesting moment. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the fact that Pangina would eliminate Blue, because I think in my head, at least Pangina was definitely, she claims that she was eliminating the person who did the worst in the challenge each week, which again is up to personal interpretation. Like, not every queen is gonna feel the same way, you know? But to Pangina, Jimbo did the worst when she eliminated Jimbo. So again, it was very shocking. They're all still a little shook up by it. Then Bagga reveals her lipstick, and she would have eliminated Pangina as well. And again, Bagga was definitely going with the whole Justice for Jimbo storyline. It's kind of, you get the drill, you get kind of what was going on with that. Whereas Blue was more so like, Pangina was fierce competition, I took her out because I want a chance of the crown. Which, honestly, I respect more so what Pangina said than what Bagga said, because I feel like the whole Justice for Jimbo thing didn't necessarily make sense. Because I understand they're friends, but I feel like it, I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Blue also asks Mo and everyone else who they would have eliminated. And Jujube seems to be the only one who was flat out, I would not have eliminated Pangina. Whereas everyone else seemed like, yeah, it makes sense, get rid of the fiercest competition, because at this point, they are so close to the end, and if they want any chance at the crown, they would have to get rid of Pangina. Which again, I get, and I understand, I'm just still sad to see that we had to see Pangina go. So, hey, it happens. Again, if it were me, I probably would have eliminated Jujube, because Jujube had been in the bottom so many times. But, hey, things change. You get the moment. So, now we get into the next day in the workroom, where the queens are all coming back again. Blue's starting to feel better about having eliminated Pangina. She's almost happy about it. She's kind of like, you know what, I did that. I got rid of my competition. I'm good to go. Which, on the one hand, I'm like, you know what? Some respect to Blue for standing up to it and still sticking with it. But on the other hand, I'm kind of like, you're kind of setting yourself up for later down the road if the roles are reversed to get eliminated. So that's a whole moment. But let's go ahead and get into this main challenge, where RuPaul comes out and introduces the main challenge, where the queens are going to have to write their own verses to RuPaul's song, Life in London. It was a cute song. It's a cute song. They have to write their own lyrics, record with Jade Thirlwall, and also do their own choreography. So there's a whole moments we'll get into. But yeah, it's cute. It's a cute moment. When it comes to writing song lyrics. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this moment now. There are a few queens who are definitely more nervous about it, more specifically Janie, because Janie doesn't have very much experience in terms of writing songs, singing, or any of the above. She's more comfortable with dancing as opposed to singing, so she's very nervous about the idea of writing a song. First time writing a song, like I said, you kind of get the storyline there. Baga's a little more nervous because she's not a great dancer. Kind of similar with Blue, but more so Baga. Baga's very much so getting nervous because she's not a great dancer. So, that happens. Then they go record lyrics with Jade Thirlwall. I gotta say, I love seeing Jade Thirlwall on the show. I think she's a great judge and a great person to have the queens work with. Obviously, she's from a famous girl group, Little Mix. Like, of course, she's gonna know what she's doing. And I think it was a really great moment because they showed all the queens recording their lyrics. Obviously, it went kind of in order based on the country. First, we had Baga was first. She had a few takes, but I think she was able to get something out well. Blue went next. Again, a few takes, but was able to really pull it through. When it came to Janie's recording session, she's not a singer, and you could tell that. And she kept saying, oh, well, there's auto-tune, it's gonna be fine. I'll just trust on the auto-tune. And I'm like, yeah, but also you remember Roxy Andrews? I mean, don't get me wrong, Roxy's verse will always be iconic. But would you say that it turned out well? I don't know. So I guess she was really counting on that. Then, of course, we get Mo. Mo knows what she's doing. She put it out so well. I love Mo this episode. Like, such a great episode for Mo. And then, of course, Jujube, who Jade tells her to bring it up an octave, and she's able to do it well. Stick with her own guns on the lyrics. She's able to, like, really know what she's doing and do well with it. So, great job, Jujube, for the recording. When it comes to the choreography, alright, Mo is kind of taking the lead because Mo is the best dancer of the group. And then you have queens like Janie, who's also helping out a little bit, and Blue helps out a little bit as well. But the core of the choreography, I believe, came from Mo. And then you have queens like Baga, who is very much like, oh, I can't do this, I'm not doing this, I'm going to just do my own silly thing. Baga was a little bit annoying me this episode, if we are being real here. Because, like, I get it. I understand you're not a great dancer, you're not a trained dancer. I get it. But you still need to, like, put your best effort forward, I feel like. And I feel like Baga was kind of being, like, making excuses after excuses. And I'm like, I get annoyed by that, if I'm being real with you all. It would get on my nerves if I were in the competition, for sure. Again, I'm not in the competition, just my own perspective on that. But they do the choreo. That happens. Honestly, we're going to get into the next day, which is the elimination day. The queens are all getting ready. Obviously, there's some trauma talk between Baga and Jujube about being an alcoholic, coming to sobriety. Baga had spent many years fully drinking a lot. She says Drag Race saved her life. And then we get Jujube, who's saying, like, she's full on sober. She's, like, not touching alcohol anymore, and she basically had to fully change her life because of that process. It's a whole moment with trauma talk. And then, of course, we get the other trauma talk with Mo, Janie, and Blue, where they're talking about religious upbringings with homosexuality. There's a whole moment with Mo talking about conversion therapy. This was a whole lot to watch. Again, my heart goes out to Mo. I love Mo this episode. And I thought this was another great moment for her to have on TV. Like, I love Mo. I love Mo so much. And I think this was a great moment for her. So, we get to the main stage. RuPaul comes out. This is Ru's look. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but the makeup felt a little bit different, and I wasn't crazy about it. I don't know if she was trying something different. I don't know if Raven was doing something different this week. I don't know. but it wasn't my favorite makeup look, and the outfit was kind of forgettable, if we are being real here. Like, I feel like Ru's looks have not been on the same level as they need to be. I don't know, let me know what you think down below. When it comes to the song performance. Alright, so we're gonna go through this now. Obviously they're talking about their hometowns, talking about their performance, they all have one verse, you know the drill. When it comes to Bagga is definitely doing Bagga chic, which I get, and it's fun, and I understand she has a chic, she presents it every time on the runway. I get bored with it, and I want something different than just the chic, and especially in something like this, which is an All-Stars. I want her to do something very different, and I feel like this was very predictable Bagga, and for that I was not crazy about this. Again, like I said, Bagga has this chic, she sticks to it. I don't know, let me know what you think down below about Bagga's performance. When it comes to Blue, I really like Blue's lyrics. I love that she pulled out the lipsticks and goodbye. I thought that was a cute moment. I think Blue was safe for me. I think she did well enough to be safe, but not my favorite. Yeah, that's about all I'll say about Blue. When it comes to Janie struggled. With the dancing, she did really well. She did well with the dancing. I will give her credit for that. But for the song, it was not great. It was very forgettable. Her performance was kind of forgettable because you could tell she was nervous about it. Again, I really like Janie, and I felt for her this episode. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below about all this. Now we get to Jujube. I love this performance from Juju. I thought this was a great song, great lyrics, great dancing. Juju really came forward this episode and really did well. I thought this was a great moment for her, especially at this point in the competition, because she has been in the bottom week after week. And for her to really just come out and be like, hey, this is me, I'm Juju, I'm still me, I know what I'm doing here. It was a great moment, great timing. And then we get to Mo. This was everything. Everything. I am obsessed with Mo this episode. Like I said, this was Mo's episode. This performance was amazing. Great job by Mo. I loved her lyrics. I loved her performance. Her dancing. Her look for this was great. Overall, I just am obsessed with Mo this episode. Like, everything. Everything! So, for the runway category. Runway with work of art. So, we are going to go ahead and get into this. First, Bagga. I get what she was going to the Vingo. I get it. I understand she was going for Vingo Sunflowers. I get it. And I understand Bagga's a campy queen. Bagga. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Let me know what you think down below. Like, for Bagga, I will say it's not a bad look. But overall, towards the bottom for me in terms of runway. I did not like this. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. When it comes to Blue, I love this. I love this so much. I am obsessed with this look. In high school, I learned about Picasso. I did an entire project senior year about Picasso. And right away, I knew this was Picasso. I knew Cubism, like her mug with she was doing Cubism on her face, which I am obsessed with. This look was everything. The color blocking, the wig, I'm obsessed with this look. This was one of my favorites, if not my favorite look on this runway this week. Like, I don't understand what the judges were saying when they said that it didn't give Picasso. Like, right away, I got Picasso. Again, I feel like the judges weren't really watching the same show as me in terms of this critique. Because, like, the one critique I will say I saw was when they said it felt like it was wearing her. I can kind of see that. But I still love this look. This was everything. I'm obsessed. One of my favorite looks, if not my favorite look of the night. So good. So good. So next we get JakeyonceTV, who's doing obviously a pop art Marilyn Monroe moment. I'm sorry. If you're gonna do a pop art makeup, the lines need to be sharper and they need to be crisp. And the lines were not crisp enough for me. I get what she was going for with the color in her face pink. I understand pop art. I get it. This was my least favorite look of the night. Either this or Baga's, if I am being 100% real with you. It felt too small. It did not feel like it met the assignment for me. It felt very much... I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I got what she was going for. I understand the pop art aspect. I see it. I see the wig. I like the wig a lot. But this look for pop art was not what it needed to be. And... yeah, I didn't like this. I'm sorry. I love Janie. I just did not like this look. I really didn't. And when the judges said that, they got it right away. I did. I got it right away. But it was nowhere near the level that we saw with Blue, and we'll see later with Mel. Like, this just was not what it needed to be. I was upset. I was very upset. And if you're gonna do pop art, go there. Go there. I feel like Jimbo would have gone with pop art and done something immaculate. And I feel like this was not what it needed to be. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm sorry. I love Janie. Again, not my favorite. Next we get to Jujube's look. I really like this, actually. I'm going to be real with you. This was my favorite Jujube look this season. And I think that goes without saying. Was it my favorite look on the runway? No, by no means. But it was honestly top 3 in the runway. She was up there for me. Like, I really like this for Juju. Great timing. It was something different. It was an actual garment. You could tell she put thought into it. The one critique I will have with her makeup, I don't know if you noticed this, and I don't know if I am mistaking this, but I didn't see any lip liner around her lips. And maybe this was an artistic choice, but it felt like her lips just weren't there because it blended in with her face other than the gloss. And that, for me, took it out for me a little bit. I don't know. Let me know what you thought down below. Maybe I'm being a bitch about this. I don't know. But you need a lip liner to define those lips. Otherwise, it just disappears. I'm sorry. I'm just being real here. I'm being a little harsh. Sure. But it is what it is. Finally, we get to Mo Heart. Mo Stunning. Mo Everything. This look, gorgeous. Mo Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the Salvador Dali reference. I love the flowers. I love the fact that it opened up around her face. That was everything. Everything. Honestly, Blue and Mo had the best looks of the night. It is a tie between them for me. I am obsessed with this. This makeup was gorgeous. The look was gorgeous. I love that color on her. Every single week, Mo eats that runway, and this was no exception. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. So good. Such a great moment for Mo. I love this. So when it comes to placements, the top 2 this week are going to be Juju and Mo. I honestly agree with this top 2. I think that was a fair decision. I agree with the judging on that. Like, that was fair. And obviously the bottom 3 are going to be Janie, Blue, and Baga. So when it comes to deliberation, there are a few moments I want to talk about. Obviously, Blue and Mo had an alliance at that point, so Mo was not going to eliminate Blue. Blue was still nervous because she obviously had just eliminated Pangina, and she was worried that the other queens would chop her for that. So it's an interesting moment. And again, I felt for Blue in that moment, especially with that look, because I'm obsessed with that look. But hey, that happens. I also do want to talk about Baga a little bit. This moment Baga has with Juju, where she's kind of like telling her, oh, eliminate me, everyone else is great, blah, blah, blah. Baga is playing a game, and I can see it, and I get it. It's an All-Stars. I understand you need to play the game to win the game, but I would have eliminated Baga. I would have eliminated Baga full T. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know who you would have eliminated down below. Again, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And with Janie, it felt like Janie wasn't really pleading her case the way she needed to. Which, again, they've made it this far. I get it. But if you're going to want to stay to the finale, you kind of need to plead your case a little bit more. So, I don't know. Let me know who you would have eliminated down below. But for me, it was between Baga and Janie, and I probably would have gone with Baga. So, full tea. So now when we get to the lip sync, obviously Mo and Jujube lip synced against each other. This was everything. This lip sync was everything. Jujube was great. Mo was great. They both ate. This was a great lip sync. I love this. I really, really love this. Obviously, in the end, RuPaul does announce that the winner is going to be Jujube. So congratulations to Jujube. Way to go to win your first challenge in the season. At this point in the competition, great timing. Work. Which of course does mean Mo is safe. And then Jujube has to reveal her lipstick. Jujube has decided to eliminate Janie JK. So, again, she reveals her lipstick saying Janie's eliminated. But Janie takes this really well. I think she takes it, like, she understands that time. She respects Jujube, and I feel like she respects this decision. It was a sad moment to see Janie go, but again, I think it was great that Janie made it this far in the competition, especially being from Holland, the first Holland queen to eliminate on a season show with RuPaul. Great moment. Yeah. In terms of, for me, I would have eliminated Baga, like I said, but hey, here we are. We are finally at our top 4 with Jujube, Baga, Blue, and Mo. Let me know who you think should win down below in the comments section. For me, it is between Mo and Blue. Because I think they have been every single week doing very well. They have great track records. Again, we'll have to wait and see what happens next week. It is going to be a lip sync for the crown. So again, we'll have to see who ultimately does win. We did see that the eliminated queens will be coming back. I don't know if they're going to be playing a role or anything. That'll be interesting to see. But yeah, let me know what you think about this episode down below in the comments section. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Share it on social media. Make sure to comment. Let the algorithm know you like my content. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at SamMatureHour. I am everywhere. And yeah, let me know what else you want to see. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!